Alright, Where's Juan is a Latin-based song. Latin-based. It's Latin. The beats are 100 beats per minute. It's in 4/4. The two-tailed sticky thing there is a 1, 2, that's your counting, 4, 1, 2, 3, E4, and then you got crash, snare, snare, snare. Double lines is semiquavers, 1 and E, 2 E and E, E4, bum bum bum, close hat, bum bum. That's a triplet. Flam bass, bass snare, crash. That tied because it's horizontal means that you have a rest there. So that's 1 E and E, 2 E, 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 E4, and 1 E and E, 1 E, 1 and E, 2 E and E, 3 E, E4, and all around the drums, tom 1, tom 2, floor tom, flam, so that's flam, open on the E, close on the and, open on the close on the 2, same block as that for the 3 as the 1, and then you close there, and then you got this quick little snappy crash snare which holds for a, so the first beat of the next bar being bar 5 you don't do anything, and then you got tom 2 to the floor, da da, E, and then you, that's, I did this with my left. It's up to you, but it's pretty much okay if you start with your left, right, left, close, 4, and pretty sure I did that correctly. Remember, these most of the things that you see that look like squiggles or nobular sort of things here that aren't circular and formed with sticks and tails are rest. So that's a semiquaver rest. Arrowhead means that you go or you hit louder, and then you got the same block here. So this bar is the same as this bar. Then you got this bar, which we did here as well. We did. And then you got this bar, which is the same as this bar, or this bar. Yep. So there's a lot of repetition, but you just got to join it together. This, it backs off a bit, but really it's the music that the horns that really get louder. The drums can just get a bit more intense until you get to that crash bass on the 4 E and E, rest, rest, 2, rest, E and E, rest, and E, 2 E and E, rest, floor, and that's on the floor tom, flammed. Then you got this rather intricate ride bell with the left foot on the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the most consistent thing. The left foot is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and the bells are on 1, 2, 3, not even on 4. See, there's a rest there. So the rule with this is just to learn all the parts as I'm describing. This is the thought process that I approach all this. So ding with the right, bell of the right with the left foot hat, 1, 2, bass, T, and D, D, E, 3, and D, 4, E, bass, ding. And then just got to line it up. You got quavers and semiquavers in this groove. 1, click, bass, 2, and D. Remember the vertical rule as well. That'll always save you a lot of time and trouble. The bell is in line with the left foot. The bell is in line with the click, the cross stick with the snare drum, which lies horizontally on the snare drum, making a clicking sound, a wood clicking sound with your stick. And E, 2, and D, 3, and E, left foot for E and A, and then that repeats for 2, 3, 4 times again, or another 3 times in total. Then just a crash bass, that's the only variation. No crash for these 2 more repeats. And you got flat E, E, rest. And this can be a bit rushed. I mean, I don't think I did it even that perfectly myself. So I'm not even that happy with my performance, but anyway. Flat E, E, rest. And then you got 1 snare, 2, 2. It's a little bit paradiddly there. And then left, right, left on tom 2, floor, rest. E, brapi, bav 3, floor, and then I did a page turn, so I missed out on a bit of the next page, but it all kind of worked out, I think. Anyway, this is with right, left, and this snare drum on the air, 1E and air, is with the left, I'm sorry, with the right, no, that's with left, right, yeah, so that's left stroke, sorry, and then bass with the right stroke, left, right with the snare. So you're leading with the with your right, but because you're single stroking it, the fourth stroke or the second stroke in general is always going to be with your left. Again, so that block resolves every 1 and 2. So this here is the same here as the same there. And then you got a fill here, 3E and E4 and da da da, left, right, left, or you can right, however you want, nice and big. Same thing here as that, so bars 19 is the same as bars 20, and then this is a little variation here, 3, E4 and crash, snare 2, floor. When I say 2, it's mid-tom. And then you got the bell, so right hand on the bell, left hand on the hat, and then you got ding dong ding, snare with the left, bing ding, right with the snare. I mean, you could play it different ways, but that's how I played it. And the same fill as that, E4 and then I'm pretty sure I did this correct, 3 E and, yeah, and then yeah, that floor just comes in, bell, hat, floor, 4E and, rest, flam on the snare, and then you've got ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So you got 1, 2, 3 triplet and triplet. So 2, 1 bass, floor, 1 bass, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba, flam, bass, flam, snare, 1, 2, floor, and that's on the 4E and then you got a rest there, and you got to come in with your left there, nice and snug, left, yeah, and then you just work on the tom, single stroke in it all the way through, right, left, right, left, right, left, and then that pretty much repeats except for the crash bass, which you did here, or the rest, pardon me. That is the same as that, and then you got to fill. Don't worry about doing anything elaborate, as long as you do something interesting, even if you just do the crotchet, 1, 2, 3, flam on the floor. That'd be better than messing that up. I don't think I messed it up. I might have. I was okay with that. Sometimes I did this. I had to do it so many times. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so you got all of this here. Crash bass is there, and then you got a slightly different groove. You got a bass drum on the first this time, whereas before you just had a bass drum on the 1E and 2, yeah, and then you got a left foot hat on your 4, and that clicks into place. It kind of builds it up nicely. I quite like these grooves actually. That's the same as that's the same as that's the same as, and then you got a fill, but you got this diminuendo opposite to a crescendo, wherever we've got one, which is here. That's a crescendo, so it's getting ever smaller. So I just did bum bum bum, floor, I think, and then I just it calmed down, and then I just did this groove, which is the same as the groove that you did over here, B. So E is the same as B. The only difference is that you got 3 bass drums in succession, 1 and D, because you got to do the crash, and then you got another bass with the snare click there. Then of course you got the bass. Do you? Oh yeah, you got the bass on the 1 and E. Boom, boom, boom. Fit it in nice and snug. If you play it slow and careful, it will build. It will develop nicely. That is the same as that. Then you got flam, crash, rest. A message. Flam, crash, rest. 1 snare, 2 snare, floor, floor. I kind of rushed this a bit, I think. Anyway, 1 E3 E 1 E2 E3, flam on floor. Yeah, so flam on floor, and then you do the same pretty much. F is the same as the way you started, but you start crash here is the same, so we've done all this in truth, and then you just exit outro there, which is the same as before anyway. I've already explained that, and this is how it sounds.